thank you, Mr. Chairman, for scheduling today's hearing to hear from these important nominees. I wish that you had structured these hearings to give us more time to ask questions. With only one round of questions, you've given us an average of 75 seconds per nominee for positions that have critical responsibilities over housing, consumer protection, and our economic and national security. So we're just going to have to focus on the overview. Donald Trump promised on day one, those are his words, promised on day one, repeated over and over when he was running for president, that he would lower costs on day one. Now that he's been sworn in, grocery prices are up, inflation has gone up, and people are worried that Elon Musk and his Doge hackers are messing with their Medicare benefits and Social Security checks. 1 month in, and Donald Trump has done nothing to actually help families, but billionaires, they're doing great. We need people in this administration who are willing to focus on lowering costs for American families. Now, this committee has jurisdiction over the enforcement of consumer financial laws and the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. We should be having an entire hearing focused on how President Trump and Elon Musk are trying to sideline the CFPB to make it easier to scam and cheat people out of their hard-earned money. Senate Democrats held a forum about this just 2 days ago and the devastating effect that this con will have on families. On February 7th, Mr. Musk woke up and tweeted CFPB RIP. And soon after that, President Trump, Doge, and acting CFPB director Russ Vought shut down the whole operation, sending employees home, stopping enforcement activities, and preventing the agency from doing its job to help consumers. Over the weekend, news broke that CFPB had been told to abandon its headquarters. The president's actions are illegal, and they will do extraordinary damage to hardworking Americans. Since its founding, the CFPB has returned over $21 billion directly to consumers. It's helped service members who've been ripped off by unscrupulous lenders. It's helped borrowers whose student loan servicers treated them unfairly. It's helped families that have been scammed, and it's helped thousands of Americans that have been charged extortionate fees by big banks and other financial service providers. Nobody is helped by shutting down the agency except big banks, con men, and ripoff artists. Oh, and billionaires like Mr. Musk, who is trying to start a new X Money feature on his social media platform. By eliminating the CFPB, he would take the financial cop off the beat. Congress created the CFPB, and no one, not Donald Trump, not co-presidents Elon Musk and Donald Trump, no one except Congress can shut it down. But instead of having a hearing on this subject, we have the CFPB director nominee, Mr. McKernan. He will be squeezed in among 4 nominees, and we will have 75 seconds to ask him what he thinks his job will be if he is confirmed as CFPB director, while Trump and Musk try to kill the agency. We will also hear from Mr. Pulte, the nominee for director of the Federal Housing Finance Agency, or FHFA. I've got some real concerns that President Trump's plans for our housing finance system will raise housing costs for American families, and that Mr. Pulte, if confirmed, will be the one to carry out those plans. FHFA oversees Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, which helps make sure that families can afford home mortgages. FHFA has helped run these multi-million-dollar companies, but now a group of Trump's billionaire friends are pushing to privatize Fannie and Freddie so they can make billions of dollars for themselves. And in the process, they could jack up costs for people trying to buy a home. This could end up as another Trump administration giveaway for his cronies, great for billionaires, terrible for hardworking people. We also have Mr. Kessler, who has been nominated to a key national security position, responsible for administering and enforcing export controls that are critical for advancing our economic and national security. And we have Mr. Miran, nominated to serve as the President's Chief Economic Advisor, responsible for formulating objective analyses on tax policy, tariffs, and more. Now, I can stretch my 5 minutes in only so many directions, so I'll be submitting many questions for the record, as I'm sure many of my colleagues will be doing, both Democrats and Republicans, and I trust we will not bring anyone to the committee for a vote until those questions have been answered in full. I look forward to hearing from all of you today and appreciate your having this hearing.